Hello teachers, this tutorial is about making short educational videos or announcements. We're going to be using tools that you're familiar with: PowerPoint, Zoom, and YouTube. The two things you're going to need to be effective with this are a webcam, which is beyond the one that's integrated into your laptop or Chromebook, and a green screen. And it could be a fancy one like this, or it could be a curtain or a sheet, or even the bulletin board paper that you might find in the teacher workroom. The important thing is it's a plain, solid color, and green typically works best with people's skin tones and what they're wearing. Now the question is, why would you do this? Well, again, this tutorial is for short educational videos and announcements and things that are pre-recorded. Short is the key word, because you could do whole lessons this way, but that would involve some video editing, and that's a tutorial for another day. You could also implement this during class in real time. However, it would take you a few seconds to switch screens, and I'll show you how to do that later. Let's look at the multiple views of how Zoom presents you on the screen when you're sharing materials. You're all familiar with share screen, where you share a whole screen or an app or a portion of your screen. That puts you in the upper right-hand corner. Zoom also has a feature where you can actually share your PowerPoints as your virtual background. Let's go over how to do that. So once you're in the meeting, you're going to hit share screen. Instead of choosing these options that come up, you're going to click the advanced. And when you see advanced in the upper left, you'll see PowerPoint as virtual background. Double click on that. Once you click on that, a window will come up and you're going to find the PowerPoint that the lesson is about. Find it and double click on it. When you do that, now you're in the bottom right of the screen. Not much difference than before. The advantage to this is down at the bottom center of your screen, it's easy to switch slides. So maybe this method works for you, but there is another way. In this method, we're going to open up the PowerPoint, and this one is already completed, the past lesson I did on political parties and interest groups. Up on the upper left, we're going to hit File, then we're going to click Save As. When that comes up, we're going to change the format to JPEG, which is a picture file. Make sure this isn't a location you can find for what we do next. Go ahead and hit All Slides, or if it's just pertaining to this one slide, you can hit just this one. It's going to depend on how many slides you want for this video. Once you make your choice, hit it, and that's done. Next, we're going to go back to Zoom, open it up, and we're going to choose Virtual Background. We're going to hit the plus on the right side and say Add Image. When that window pops up, we're going to find the folder of the JPEGs of our PowerPoint. Choose the one you want to work with and double click it. Now you're fully in front of the PowerPoint slide and can move around and point to things on the screen. Once you've positioned yourself on camera, now it's time to record. So you're going to go down, hit the record button, and say you're going to record on this computer. Now you're recording in live. Now you can talk about the information that's on the page, make your announcement, or talk about your lesson. If you'd like to switch slides in the same video, you go through the same procedure. Click on the video up button and choose virtual background, add image, the folder will come up, and choose the next image. If you're doing this way for a whole lesson, it can be a little bit awkward because there's a slight pause between slides, but that's up to your preference. Once you're ready to stop speaking, go ahead and hit End Meeting. Once you hit End Meeting for all, Zoom is going to process that video, and depending on how long the video is, it can take a little bit of time. Once it's done, a window will pop up. Once that video pops up, the file that you want to work with is going to be titled Zoom-0. Once this is complete, you're ready to go to YouTube. Make sure you're on your class channel. Click on the camera plus button on the upper right and choose Upload Video. Drag and drop your Zoom-0 video onto the screen and it will start to upload. You'll get a screen to change the title, add a description, click the box that is for kids or not for kids, and keep clicking the next button until it's ready to process. Once the video is ready for viewing, click on the 3 dots to get the shareable link. Now you're ready to post it into Schoology. So this is just one way to make an educational video, to make it look a little more visually appealing so you're not stuck in a box in one of the corners. Again, if you want to use this for a whole lesson, you can totally do that. It will just take a little bit of editing to take out the pauses when you switch slides. But again, that's your preference. You could leave it as is if you want to. If you have any questions on this method of making videos, or if you have questions on further video editing, you can email me at philip.davis@mps.k12.al.us.